10 Principles for Life of an Honorable Man, my way. I'm Grindhard, and these are my 10 principles that I think are important if you want to be an honorable man. So let's get to it. Number 1. Take responsibility for your own actions and the consequences of the actions. Number 2. Take ownership of your word. So everything you say, you take responsibility for. Makes sense, right? You don't lie. Everything you say you're gonna do it. Makes you respect it and also value yourself and be mindful of what you say and tell others. Number 3, you don't complain to others because of your own problems. So you simply resolve them. Yeah, you don't complain to others. It's so weak, showing weakness. And if you're complaining to women, they lose respect for you. It's self-degrading. That's the word that I wanted to say. Only weak people that don't know how to deal with their problems, with the situation that they're in. You know, women like competent men, even if they don't tell you or tell you the opposite, it is what it is. So be competent. And let me remind you that asking for help and explaining your situation are not the same as complaining. So if you're really dealing with a problem that you cannot deal with, you gotta look for a solution. You know, if it's out of your power to deal with the issue, you gotta deal with it or find someone who helps you or deals with the problem for you. You just find solutions. So number 4, you don't blame others for your mistakes, and your wrong decisions count as well. So pretty straightforward. Don't blame others. Everything you do is your responsibility. Number 5, you control yourself and your emotions. Never impact others negatively because of your emotions or mistakes. So that doesn't mean you don't make them. Everybody makes mistakes. That's just how us humans and animals are. What defines your character is what you do afterwards. For example, I try to make up for my mistakes so I can sleep at peace. You know, don't ever let your emotions hurt other people. You know, they have nothing to do with the situation you're in or like your frustration. You know, it's the worst thing if you hurt an innocent person. Yeah, I cannot stand that when an innocent person is hurt or suffers because of something they have nothing to do with. So don't let your emotions like hurt other people. Number 6, have ego as in line with your skill level as possible. Take into account what field you're currently at though. That means, you know, when you're good at something, it's okay to be like, to have ego in line. If it's too much, it's still better than having less, because then you're crippling yourself. But it's not ideal, because you'll eventually get humbled. It has to be in line, yeah, that's the perfect place. You know, everything in life we like trying to be accurate as we can in like everything. Someone calls it balance, someone moderation. I still haven't found a perfect like description for it. I call it the silver lining, but it still needs work, you know. Be accurate in everything you do. One extra, number 6.5, act accordingly to the situation you're presented in. That means in every situation, you act accordingly to the situation. So if you're in danger, you gotta be aware and mindful and act accordingly to the situation. When it's time to relax, you're not stiff, you're not serious, you gotta relax as well to not make the mood like, you know, serious and ruin the fun, the good time of other people in your presence. So it's important, you know, to know how to act in every situation. how to deal, how to be in every situation. Number 7, protect your close ones and those who appreciate you. An innate and natural instinct for people that are like people that have a heart, have a soul. You know, some people are psychopaths and need to be told this, or like don't have that in mind in themselves. But I have always had it. I don't know why, but I think it's just the way we are. Like, it's our instinct, it's our nature. But some people are psychopaths and don't have a lot of these basic instincts and behavioral traits. So protect your close ones and those who appreciate you. That's number 7. Number 8, always repay genuine favors to others if you can. Whenever someone does a favor to me or for me, then I try to, repay it or like help them back because I appreciate it. And how do you show appreciation? By like helping back. Or sometimes if you cannot, you just go on and maybe help others or help those who they care about. So there's always a way to show homage or respect for what they did for you. Always appreciate everything someone does for you. Number 9, always stand for what you believe in. It's a tricky situation sometimes. Sometimes it's better to let the fool spew out his mind and a false narrative. Be quiet, be low key. But when it comes to, a serious situation, then you should know what you believe in and what you stand for. There's a saying, if you tolerate everything, you stand for nothing. So you gotta defend what matters to you. For example, if there's a war on freedom, if freedom matters to you, you should be fighting for it, right? The best way you can. Fight for what you believe in, fight for your values. If it's in danger, that doesn't mean that every time you hear someone being wrong, that you have to interrupt them and argue with them, because most of the time these people are stupid and ignorant. It's better to just let them be and live in their own bubble, because they'd rather attack you than letting you pop their bubble. Like, they'd rather defend the system and see you as a virus or a bug, a deviation, so to speak. So let's get to number 10. Number 10 is always believe in yourself. And if you don't at the moment, work on yourself to become someone you would believe in. Okay? Always believe in yourself. So those are my fundamental principles, which I abide by. At least I do my best to. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So for now, I bid you all adieu. See ya.